Greetings everyone, it's me, Shannon McLean. Welcome to another Occasional Adventures. This time our adventure isn't super adventurous. I'm just here in my house and I am going to introduce to you something pretty cool that a lot of you may not know about, and it has to do with food. My favorite thing has to do with a very tasty sweet treat. Now, before I show you what I'm going to show you, watch this. It's a commercial that I pulled off of YouTube from basically a bygone era, my childhood. Watch.
Feels like I'm swimming in the foam of a chocolate shake.
You never felt so good about chocolate. For chocolate never felt as good as chocolate.
It feels so light, like a chocolate balloon.
Chocolate never felt as good as chocolate. New Nestle's Chocolate Candy Bar, specially whipped up for a new thick chocolate look, a new light and crunchy chocolate feeling. Chocolate never felt as good as chocolate.
Right, so now that you've seen the fabulous commercial, no, unfortunately, Chocolate has not come back. Okay, so Chocolate was made by Nestle, and it came out in the 1972. I remember them being my all-time favorite candy bar as a child, and then they discontinued them, I want to say probably in the late 70s. I know that when I was about 5 or 6 years old, once I learned how to ride a bike and I had my own bike, my mom used to give me a quarter or whatever it was to go down the corner to the neighborhood market, and I would buy a Chocolate, and I remember just gripping that thing and riding home on my bike as fast as I could, sitting on the curb on my street in the nice cool Southern California beautiful day, and sitting on the curb and just relishing every bite of my Chocolate. They were just dreamy and amazing and wonderful. And then when they discontinued making those, I never saw them come back, and I always dreamed, oh, my favorite candy bar was the Chocolate, and I wish I had it. Now, some of them, or maybe all of them, had what they call crispy chips. Were like little chips of, it was almost kind of like a toffee Rice Krispie type thing sprinkled throughout the candy bar. But I don't know if they made them in plain chocolate as well. I don't remember. I'm old now. It was like 40 years ago. So I just remember that they were amazing and my favorite. But these came out, these new candy bar, well, they're not new. From what I understand, these came out in the 80s. Da, da, da. They're called Aero, and obviously you can see that they are also made by Nestle. Now, I didn't discover them until about 2003. I think I discovered them, and I was at a Scottish Highland Games in Costa Mesa, California, and they had a vendor there that was, had imported foods. They were from Great Britain. It was all English, teas and candies and whatever. And I saw this, and I saw the picture, and I was like, oh, I thought I was going to die, because I saw Nestle, and I saw the picture of this amazing candy bar with the air bubbles, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like Chocolate, but you never know, is it just as good? So I took the liberty of opening up the package. Now, actually, they're not made in the United States, okay? They're made in Canada and in Great Britain. So if you want to buy them, you need to either go to a store that specializes in those sort of foods. Cost Plus World Market sells them. They're kind of pricey. And you can also buy them actually at Walt Disney World Epcot Center in the Great Britain, England section. There's a store that sells them there as well. They also make them in mint. The mint, don't even bother. Just get this regular chocolate, the milk chocolate. They are to die for. Now, there's a certain way that you have to eat the chocolate. I almost said Chocolate, that you have to eat the Aero bar. So what you want to do is, I almost forgot. Sorry, let's backtrack just for a second. You can also buy them in regular grocery stores. Any grocery store that has an international food section, that's where you're going to find the candy bar. Generally, is in the international food section area of a grocery store that actually sells them. If you're in the South, Publix sells them. I know if you're on the West Coast, Fresh and Easy sells them. You might be able to find them other places as well. You can also order them on Amazon, but be careful, because the problem is, once you get these, you want to always keep them cool. Do not let them melt. They will actually melt in your fingers because it's European chocolate. The best chocolate is European chocolate. But yeah, you don't want to let these get hot, because when they get warm, even though the chocolate is just as good, it loses what makes it special is the texture. And those air bubbles, there's air bubbles all in it. And once that melts, then you just have a flat piece of chocolate, which again is good, but it's not what Aero is all about. So I took the liberty of opening this up a little bit already. Oh, give me 1 second while I open it all the way. It's hard to do it with one hand. Okay, hang on. It's like unboxing it's here. We're gonna unbox this. We're gonna unbox the Aero with one hand. Oh boy, it's not working. Ta-da! Okay, so this is what the Aero looks like. Got these little bump sections. I'm just gonna break a section off here so I can show you the inside. See the air bubbles? This is what Aero is all about. Now, there's a certain way to eat this as well. You can't just chomp it. You put it in your mouth. You have to kind of let it sit there and get that texture and the fluffiness and the lightness of the air bubbles, and then it's just going to melt in your mouth. So this is not a candy bar that you chomp. This is a candy bar that you just kind of put in your mouth and savor. So here we go. Ready? Oh yeah. That's some stuff. All right. There was nothing better than Aero candy bar. So that's it. I'm going to save this for later. I don't want to eat it all on the screen, but Aero. This is what you need, folks. If you like chocolate, if you like European chocolate, and if you're like me, a child of the 70s, and you remember Chocolite, please do yourself a favor. You will get hooked on these. Most stores sell them for, gosh, Disney prices, you guys, $3.75 for one candy bar. Crazy. So if you can avoid buying them at Epcot, don't. If you're there and you want to get one, get one. Disney markup prices, it's Disney. But if you can get them at your local grocery store, I definitely recommend, getting one. They're very rich, so even me, a chocolate lover, I can only eat like a few squares, and then I save it for the next time. But anyway, enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Enjoy. Go get one yourself. I'm hoping that you're as excited as I am to know that the Chocolite, quote unquote, not in name, but in flavor and in texture, has returned. Enjoy. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. And, oops, me with my chocolate fingers. Ta-ta for now. Oh, it's terrible. This stuff is very melty. Okay, bye.